Hi everyone, I'm Larry Satchwell. Welcome to my garden. It's February 15th, time for my garden tour. Let's get started. It's a chilly, wet morning. It's been a really wet, cold week. Wednesday, we got 4 inches of rain. And during that rain, it's a great time to shop at Lowe's. Nobody's there. I stopped at Lowe's and there were 4 broken bags of compost. So I kept them in my truck. They're dry. And so Thursday afternoon, when the sun came out, I planted a really thin row just to see if it would come up of spinach, lettuce, carrots, and radishes. I'm not sure they're going to come up. I put a heavy mulch in between the rows here of the shavings from the stalls. Most of this is goat manure that will be, it won't burn the plants. So we'll see if that comes up. If it doesn't come up, I've got several more feet, but I'm going to have to get some garden soil soon. I took some more of that sawdust from the stalls and heavily mulched this set of onions up here. I didn't get to, got to keep this on here so Mildred and Goldie don't get into it. I did not mulch this section, but I may in the future. That's where the winter lettuce was. That looks like some of them might be coming back. I haven't gotten in there yet, and there's some carrots coming up in there. This is the corn salad. It's going to grow, and as soon as it warms up in here, it's going to take off. I thought by this time on my last tour that I might take the mulch off the strawberries, but we're going to be down in the 20s, low 20s again this week, and so I'm not going to do it. This should be the last time we'll be in the 20s, but who knows with our weather. I'm really looking forward to see how the winter weeds have taken or not taken off in this strawberry bed and how the strawberries will do this spring. Most of these are ever-bearing strawberries, so they'll have a heavy bearing here in the early spring, and then they'll bloom and have a sporadic harvest over the summer. I have lentil roses underneath this American holly, and I have one bloom. Very difficult to see. This is a volunteer dogwood tree that's really trying to make its way up through this holly. But this holly's been here for a long, long time. Oh, I do see another bloom over there. Let me see if I can get to that. A couple of more blooms. One here and one here. Let me show you these. These will open up this week. And there's one more over here. The plants on the ground here, the way this plant propagates itself is that these seeds will explode out once they're in the pod. And so they've jumped down here, and they're very difficult to transplant. And these plants are very expensive at the nurseries. 6-inch pots, usually around $12. These plants have been here for a long, long time. I think they're getting a little too much shade now that this tree has really grown up. When this tree was put here, it was a single stem, and it was about 6 feet tall and about 1 inch in diameter, and it was in the where now is the extension on our house. Let's take a walk down the perennial hill. You can see we have a lot of daffodils coming up. There are some blooming out in what used to be our orchard before the beavers chopped down all the trees. I think that's a foxglove coming back. Those flags, that's where my mystery lilies are, and I did transplant those the other day. I couldn't believe how big the bulbs were, so I didn't move the batch of them. I just put the 4 or 5 bulbs. I did separate them and put them here. I'm going to put some rocks around there to indicate I don't want to plant anything else right there right now. The rest of the hill here is pretty naked right now. It'll soon be full of perennials. The winter weeds are starting to really come in here. They will disappear this summer, and I'll put more weed pre-emergent out here. But everything is about what it should be. I need to get some mulch out here. This is a thrift, we call it here in the south, and it's tried to bloom in that warmer weather we had. In my winter sowing here, nothing has come up yet. I've got echinacea, daisies, and some milkweed plants in there, but nothing has come up yet. But as you can see, my beds are really sunken low. I'll need to get probably 2 truckloads of soil in here, and I will buy that in bulk. These raspberries we had for years and years, but it was in too much shade. Once I moved them over here into the sunlight, they really took off. I've got some daffodils down there that I'm not going to be able to get to, and some irises that I might be able to reach and transplant those. They're really hidden in there. There they are. These are the bulbs I missed from my Burpee's 100 Day of Blooms that I got 45 days of blooms out of last year. I'm going to leave you up here at the my other daffodil bed and wildflowers up here. There's wildflowers planted in here, but Mildred and Goldie have been digging. I don't know what's going to come up, but there are about 300 bulbs or so in here, and this is really going to pop. I've got my trail cam out here set on to taking a picture every 6 hours, so hopefully it'll get some time lapse of that. I did move the butterfly bush that was Jimmy's grandmother's from over there on that hill to right behind the camera, so it's going to get some more sunlight. I'll see you again in the garden on March 1st. Thanks for watching. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Come back often.